Welcome back to American Beef Ranch. My name is Jesse. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. Now, I made a video, I put it up here, that was a little bit different for me because usually I only get like 300 views. You know, I've made videos for quite a while, but nobody seems to watch them or really care, and that's fine. I do this because I enjoy making videos. But I happened to make one video and it kind of got like 100 times the views that I normally get, and I mean everybody saw it. So to put into context what's going on, if you want the short story for this, we've really struggled here on the farm. A lot of that is, you know, just Mother Nature and farming, but a lot of it's also personal mistakes that I have made, bad business decisions that I have made. And anyway, we're to the point where we either have to find a new partner for the farm, which is a possibility, or we're going to have to sell the farm, and I'm going to have to get a real job, which I absolutely do not want to do. But also in that video, I made some, statements about our different situation. I told the story of how we got to where we got. And it's not that that was intended to be a poke at anybody or anything. And that's not the goal of any of my videos. Family and community are really important to me, what I do and what I believe. Never do I intend to belittle or make somebody feel bad about the way that they do things. I mean, a lot of the views that I have are very different. And they come from a different point of view, and that's okay. I have opinions, and I have opinions that have turned into fact by testing about crops and cattle and soil and manure and all these things that I put out there. And sometimes, it can be kind of brash or abrasive. And sometimes when you talk about the truth, a lot of time, the same thing is true. The truth can hurt a little bit. And it's not that I'm intending to be negative toward anybody, whether that's my family or my community or my neighbors even. I 100% believe that everybody is dealt a certain hand, and you do the best you can with the hand you got. It's not that you don't know that there is a better way or that you're trying to do better. It's that sometimes you just have what you have, and you got to do what you do to get to the next day or keep process moving forward. And that goes for everything in our world, crops and cattle and all the things that go along with agriculture. Sometimes you do things because you kind of have to, or you're kind of forced to, and you want to do better and you want to learn about doing better, but sometimes the situation dictates you just do what you got to do right now because you got to do it. And so if we think about that more, family and community is really important. Here at American Beef Ranch, I wish I could just farm. I wish I could just do the farming and, drive the tractor and grow the crops and, do all those little things and just sell to a wholesaler at a good price and, not really worry about much beyond just growing a crop. Okay, but unfortunately in today's age, first off, farming doesn't really work that way. You can't just grow the crop and survive anymore, especially if you're starting out like I am. You got to do a little more work. On top of that, I like teaching and educating and learning about what I'm actually doing and applying that to different aspects of life. So what it comes down to for me and us here at American Beef Ranch, for our family and our community, I want to grow food. I want to grow the absolute best food that I possibly can for my family, my community, and my region, this area of the world. I want to grow the best food I possibly can. Now, how we get there may be different than somebody else thinks the way that I should get there. And that's okay. You have your opinion and you're entitled to it, just like I'm entitled to mine. And if it offends you, I'm sorry. I don't intend to do that, but that's just the way that it is. In the last video, I talked about my grandpa. Look, no matter what you think, I have no bad feelings toward my grandpa. Yes, there was things that I thought should have been done different. There's always things that younger generations think that the older generation did and was wrong. But look, it comes down to it. I love the guy to death. He's helped me a lot. He's taught me a lot. And at the same time, I'm over at their house probably at least 3 times a week. We cook them dinner probably 3 times a week. My grandma and my grandpa are both still alive, and I'm very blessed to have that. And also, I have a 3-year-old daughter, and that 3-year-old daughter gets to spend more time with her great-grandparents than a lot of kids get to spend with their grandparents. So I'm very fortunate for that. And I have no bad feelings toward my grandpa in any of the sense of the word. It's just that sometimes when I talked about that in the video, people came off with the wrong idea about how I feel about that, and it's just not how I feel. A lot of people may have been a little bit worrisome about how much I said, how much I put out there on the internet. And look, I didn't put it all out there. There's a lot more details. I could go down the list and all that stuff and talk a lot more details about our situation. I didn't, but you guys understand the situation, and I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to, lead you in the wrong direction. I don't want to let anybody think that this is not very difficult for us. And if we do get through it, or, positive thinking, when we do get through it, that is not a huge accomplishment, because it definitely will be. Now, the reason I put it out there and I'm truthful is because farming's hard. And this is real life. Like, it's not, like somebody's plaything or whatever. I farm for a living, or I've tried to farm for a living, and it hasn't worked very well, unfortunately. And my only hope is that I can get over this hump, I can find a partner on the farm, and that we can continue to learn more about soil health, about crops and how they work, and then adding animals back to the farm so that we can grow the best food possible and sell to people just like you at a fair price. I mean, that's really the goals, right? Sell the best food I possibly can to you guys at a price that is reasonable and not outrageous, because our food system has been broken for a while, and I think it really could use some more regionalized farmers really pushing their own products into the market. It would help a lot. Now, I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but the other thing I noticed about that video is a lot of people don't watch the entire video through its length, so they don't get the whole story, or they don't get the whole clue of what I'm trying to say. Because usually when I'm saying something, the entire story is needed to tell the full tale. But no matter, that is the way it is. And for any of you that have commented and given us ideas, or we should do this, or we should do that, or you should sell this, or you borrow this, or do whatever, those ideas, most of the time, we've already done those things or tried those things. And sometimes you guys see the stuff in the background of the videos and you don't understand the full context, because like I said, I'm telling you a lot, but I'm not telling you everything. So just keep that in mind. But please keep commenting. We love the ideas, and some of the ideas we have implemented on our farm to help us do a little bit better. And the exciting part is that we actually have an income from the farm right now. Our chickens are laying about 11 dozen eggs a day. We're now packaging those and selling those into our local area. And that little bit of extra income really helps. It may not be much, but it helps knock that debt down just a little bit at a time. And over time, hopefully we can add more customers, add more hens, and just have more income from that certain enterprise. Look, family and community are really important to me. And if I have ever offended anybody in my family or my community by the things that I've said on the internet, that wasn't the intention, and I apologize. But sometimes I can say things, I can be a little brash and a little harsh, but sometimes it is the way that things are. And honestly, the truth hurts. It hurts me. The truth hurts me just as much as it hurts anybody else. Guys, thanks for watching American Beef Ranch. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, had a great day. The weather's been going crazy here. We've got fog, we got snow, we got rain, it's cold, but the cows are looking good. The hens are doing great, and we want to thank you for your support of the channel. God bless. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.